Hello and welcome. The fourth week of the Grand Naval Battles has arrived, and for the fourth week I'm holding three different contests. One is a Battleship duel, which happens tomorrow. One is a Best Moment Replay contest, which is similar to the third week's Best Moment Replay contest. And then there's a ship skin modding contest. So, the prizes are as follows: 100 diamonds for the Best Moment Replay contest, 300 diamonds for the Battleship duels, 400 diamonds for the shipskin modding contest, and 200 diamonds are reserved. So the explanation for the replay contest is that it's a best moment replay. So you have a match that's really good, but it doesn't really matter if the match is a victory or a loss, etc. But what does matter is that you had some kind of a moment, some period of time in the match that went really, really well. Like something crazy happened. The enemy team maybe shot many millions of torpedoes at you and you dodged all of them like a slippery eel. Things like that. I would like to see something like that. Also, maybe you get like a one shot on the enemy Iowa at the start of the match in your, I don't know, Izuma or something. I would really like to see things like that. So the match has to have happened after the 24th of May. And it should probably be 1 or 2 minutes long, maybe less, maybe more. That's not a hard limit. So what you need to do is the submission happens in this thread. The main thing is that at the end of the day, the submission has to be a post in this thread. It has to have a description of that best moment, as in what happened, and it has to have a timestamp. That is, it has to tell by the in-game timer what happened or when it happened and what happened, so that I don't have to watch the entire replay to pick out what you think is the best moment. And you have to explicitly state these things. So how do you submit? By the way, you need to submit before the 31st of May at 3 p.m. Germany's time. And how I would recommend submitting is you go to this link, wowreplays.com/upload/GNB Aerroon 4. You go here, you fill in the best moment description here and the timestamp, and you put the title in, you put the replay, you put these images, but you don't need to do all of these. You definitely need to have a description, timestamp, and replay, of course, but everything else is optional. And then what you do is you post the link to your submission into this thread. I would also like it if you added the description and timestamp into your post as well. Just copy paste it, it's okay. And that's essentially it. This is what the submission should look like. For the Battleship duel, which happens tomorrow on Saturday the 28th of May at 6 p.m. Germany's time. But this 6 p.m. is the start time already. Well, it's not the exact duel. I mean, the tournament start time, that one's going to be 6 p.m. like 10 minutes later, but that's the idea. So you should sign up to the duel by going to this page and click this go to registration. These are already people who are signed up. Don't look at these, what the seating is, because I will definitely be shuffling these after check-in has ended, but this is a basic idea of what it could look like. I would prefer it if it was actually only 16 participants like there is right now, but there's a maximum of 32, so if it happens that there are more, that's okay. So, essentially you need to register here. You also need to sign up to this site, I think, to register for a tournament. These are the brackets. I will be holding everything that's important there, so don't worry about it too much. But you need to remember that you need to check in on this tournament site, and check-in starts 30 minutes before 6 p.m. Germany's time. After check-in closes, I will check out maybe if there's too few people, like too few people showed up. I might invite some more, but it probably won't take too long after that. You should expect this to at least take 3 hours. It probably won't take quite as long, but it might. So please, don't do it like, oh, it's 40 minutes into the tournament already, I'm just gonna leave now. Because if you do, then you're just being a dick. I mean, it's if you have to leave, of course you have to leave, but just expect it to take longer. So I will have a video up, this video here, that showcases what a battleship duel might be. The idea is that it happens on the map Ocean. You go to the edge of a cap zone, and once go is given, you start moving, and you just have to kill the enemy. You don't need to defend the cap zone, you don't need to take the cap zone. It's all about killing your opponent. Whoever kills the other guy first wins. I will probably call it quits if the duel has been going on for like 10 or 12 minutes, because that just takes too long, and pick whoever has more HP to be the winner. But, you know, it's not going to be a hard rule, because I don't want people to play around that rule. So, it's a 1 versus 1 battleship duel in a tier 5 or lower battleship, and essentially just kill the opponent. Use flags, use HE, use AP, whatever you can think of. Because there will be 3 matches at the same time in the first duels, there might be interference with the other battles. I would ask you to try to minimize it, but I mean, if it happens, then it happens, because secondaries might just do whatever they want. So, that's the battleship duel. By the way, if you have won a competition before, you can take part in this, but if you happen to win, you will be passed over for the prize. Sorry, but that's just what Wargaming said in rules. By the way, there's a link in the description of the video, and there will be a link to the actual duel here as well. So, the fourth one, or the third contest, is the ship skin modding contest. Essentially, this is creating a ship skin, like in this guide video I did. The idea is that you just color over some of the textures of the ships to make something look really good, and that's essentially it. I would really like to ask you to do these, but I know that there aren't going to be too many submissions. That's why I put up a 400 diamonds for the prize pool, but I didn't say that the winner gets 200 diamonds and runner-up gets 100 diamonds, etc., because I don't know how many submissions there will be. So I will be using my own discretion to decide on the split of the diamonds, but the minimum is 100 and the maximum is 200 anyway, so there can't be too much variance. So the shipskin modding contest closes at on the 31st of May at 9 PM, because shipskin modding contest submission judging is a lot easier than actually watching all those replays, so it's okay. I give some ideas on what you could do, like make a non-rusty looking Montana skin, because I think that would be rather popular, because the Montana looks really rusty. And the explanation for the reserve diamonds is that because I don't know how many submissions there are for each of these events, I keep a reserve of 200 diamonds to give out at my discretion, so that if there's maybe too many great submissions for the best moment replay, I could hand out some diamonds from here or to the skin modding contest, etc. So these are just for something that puts me in awe. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.